So this is July 23rd, and I wanted to do this video because we're just entering into a heat wave, and we have had the coldest, wettest, low light level spring and summer that I can ever remember. And I'll try and get away from all these pumps and things. This is a compost tea brewer because I'm trying to make some good brew for these trees to help them transition right now into this change of weather. I'm not using fertilizer. I'm just doing Elaine Ingham's kind of gig on soil biology, trying to get ground covers and get this nutrient cycling happening in here. And it's a bit of tough love here because of how difficult this spring is, and I'm seeing leaf disorder, because the soil's just been too cold for the trees to get what they need, for the microbes to be working their magic. But you can see now I've got things growing. I'm integrating a lot of veggies into the mix here. Here's a little strawberry guava that was gifted, and I am happy to say that now it's warm enough that I think that the pomegranate flowers will actually pollinate and stay on the bush. There's quite a few flowers on this, but it's been flowering for well over a month with most of the stuff falling off. And over here is a tree tomato that's flowering also like crazy, and each cluster, I'd say there's at least 2 fruit formed so far. And here's my bananas, and they were beautiful, and all of the mature bananas died right back. They didn't make it through this winter because it actually got to 0 in here. So I think this coming winter, because I really do want bananas, I will do some protection on them, just help them out a bit, because it's always so sad to see them all die. This is a sunflower that's the height of the gutter, I guess 9 feet, and it just is a volunteer. I didn't plant it. It came up. I'm starting to find that in here. I'm getting a lot of interesting things that are just turning up. So happy to see some ground covers turning up now, or staying put, I mean. And here we have a nice set on the finger lime. That's just one part of it. And another part of the problem, because it did get to 0 in here this winter, I lost some of my passion fruits, so the cover over the pool isn't as much, and they were very late to start flowering. So right now I'm just, oh, look at this. Really fancy Buddha's hand. So the passion fruit are just starting to color now. There's a nice lineup. And then over here you can see the only ones so far that are coloring up, just in time for my grandson to come and visit. So going through this greenhouse, and here's some beans. That's probably the second crop I planted, because the first ones just disappeared. They didn't germinate. It's a great year for pawpaw because it doesn't mind the shade, and it also doesn't mind the cooler weather. This is the cara, which I'm happy to say is set, and we're just going to whip through here to get, I want to show you the avocados. So here's some Meyer lemons and clementines and Ori satsuma and my fruit lime and oranges. Oops. More passion fruit, and you can just see, it's hard to see, but there's the tango mandarin. that's actually ready to eat now. One of the few. Here's the Meiwa kumquat. Absolutely fabulous. Still has fruit on it. And also the Centennial variegated kumquat. Also, all the kumquats did really well. So then we enter the avocado zone. And this is bacon, which is usually a spectacularly beautiful variety. And this year, it is the one that's showing the toxicity, I think, the chloride. And yet, despite that, it's got an incredible set of these little red fruit. And there were many, 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 many on here. And now I'm down to, I think I counted about 30. And they're so pretty. I hope they stay in, and that's why I want to take this photo to just say they really were there. And then we head into Holiday, which is really got an amazing set on it. The Holiday and the Little Caddo and the Stewart are all looking really good, but just having problems with the bacon. And because it's both of them, I'm assuming that they really are less tolerant, though they're not supposed to be, less tolerant of this low light and cold weather that we've been having. Anyhow, they're just amazing trees. And I'm now trying to get this cover happening under here with strawberries and ferns, and I think that's called a juga, and just stuff that likes understory. So that's it for today.